That real good, feel good stuff up under the seat of my big black jacked up truck.
Luke Bryan had been one of the biggest stars in country music for a couple of years. 2013 was the year that everybody else figured it out.
And I mean, it's just kind of like all the important pieces aligned, and he just had a banner year. And he should have. He's worked really hard to get to this point.
He sold records, he put butts in seats, he was all over the radio, he was just everywhere.
Luke Bryan definitely had the best year of his career last year. I mean, it started with winning the ACM Entertainer of the Year last year. And then he had a huge tour and #1 song after #1 song. He's really gotten to that next level.
All them other boys wanna line you up and take you down.
That was something to see him win Entertainer of the Year. I don't think he expected it for 1 minute. He was so touched.
I think Luke won Entertainer of the Year last year a little bit on the promise of what he could do. I think he actually did everything starting from that point that people thought he might be able to do.
I think a lot of people maybe saw him for the first time on the ACMs last year. They've probably really grown to love him over the last year. He is one of those artists that really performs well live, and he has so many songs that really fit that large arena. You know, you can see everybody in the stands singing along to him.
Luke has a great voice, a very country music voice, but he also has just the most endearing personality. You see him on stage and you want to be with him.
I don't think there's anybody out there doing what he does that brings his personality so quickly to the front of the stage. It feels like the guy next door who just hit it big. I often say that Luke is the same on stage, off stage, backstage, on good days, on bad days, on sad days, on happy days, whether you're fishing with him or driving to the bank or getting ready to go up and play in front of 35,000 people. He's Luke Bryan.
I think the thing that really makes the difference, the thing that sets him apart from just being a star and makes him a superstar, is that all of those things that people see in Luke Bryan, that's actually Luke.
In the eyes of fans, he's easy to approach. He's easy to get to know. He's a fun guy. He's a fun-loving guy. He's a family guy. He's pretty well-rounded when you think about it.
It don't matter what plans I got, I can break them.
So in 2013, not only did Luke have a huge tour, he also released one of the biggest albums of the year, Crash My Party.
The biggest album debut of the year for country music.
If you wanna call me, call me, call me. You don't have to worry about it, baby. You can wake me up.
The Crash My Party album produced just hit after hit, and it's songs that I think we're going to keep hearing on country radio for years to come.
Might sit down on my diamond plate tailgate.
That's My Kind of Night is really reflective of the blurring of the lines in country music right now.
It was very overt in its bringing together of country and hip hop. Talking about T-Pain and Conway Twitty on the same mixtape.
Put in my country ride, hip hop mixtape. Little Conway and little T-Pain might just make it rain.
It had a lot of those things that are seen as signifiers for the country audience. It had the catfish, it had the cornrows, it had the pickup truck. The video had that big old bonfire in it. And so all of those things that make you think about a party where they might be blasting country music, they're all in that song.
Luke will tell you that's who he is. That's what he sings about.
You could tell what it was right away. It was a goofy, fun song, and you knew it was going to be a massive hit.
When I got the news today, I didn't know what to say, so I just hung up the phone.
Drink a Beer shows a different side of Luke that it's always on his albums, but you haven't necessarily heard it through his most successful singles.
I remember talking about it when it was pitched because it was decidedly different than anything that was in Luke's arsenal prior to that. And honestly, decidedly different than anything that would be in anyone's arsenal. It's a unique song. It's just cool.
So I'm gonna sit right here on the edge of this pier and watch the sunset disappear. and drink a beer.
He can really get his, his voice wrapped around a ballad and just turn in an amazing performance.
It was certainly very important for him personally because it's a song that makes him think of the loss of his brother and his sister. But it was also an important song for him in his career because it shows that he's not just a party guy. He's not just singing about pickup trucks and girls in cutoff jeans, that he can tackle serious subjects and make those connect as well.
Already 2014 is turning out to be a huge year for Luke Bryan. The shows have been selling out and they've been amazing. People are really like on their feet the entire time.
When they made the announcement that Luke Bryan was going to be doing stadium tours, it was a big announcement. They had a press conference in Nashville to tout all this, and that's a big deal. It's great to see things like that happen, to see dreams come true. Certainly it's happening for Luke Bryan right now.